Hello everyone, I hope that you're doing well. Welcome back to another episode of the best new class mods in Baldur's Gate 3's mod manager, featuring the ability to use chaos magic with the Red Witch class mod. We also got the ability to turn Super Saiyan, which is really cool. So this has got a lot of different class mods for everyone here. There's been a lot of great mods releasing recently, and I just want to show off some of the coolest that I have found and tried out. So I'll first be starting off with the Red Witch, which is one that feels like it could be part of the base game itself, because it's a little powerful but not brokenly overpowered like some of the other ones that I've tried out. Now this gives us the Hex Bolt at level 1, so Hex Bolt 1 does 1d4 of force damage, and then giving them disadvantage on strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, and wisdom saves. We also got a Chaos Volley here, which 3d4 plus 6 force damage, let loose a barrage of pure unadulterated arcane force. On top of all of this, we also get a class feature. Red Witch's Madness here, nuttier than a fruitcake, but keep it well hidden most of the time. Every time that we level up, we're getting some cool effects, but it also has all the base game spells in it. So it's really fun because it makes it feel like it's immersed in Baldur's Gate 3 using the D&D spells here. So a wide variety of them, but some pretty solid ones that fit thematically well here. So level 2 gives us the Chaos Volley 2, which is a 4d4 plus 12 force damage. And also the Dark Ritual, appeal to the Ancient Ones for power, restoring up to 4 of your dark favors, and you'll need a corpse for this. So pretty cool, interesting powers here. You continue to get more spell slots. The Armor of Agatha, similar to the Armor of Agathis, so beseech Agatha to watch over you, giving a +2 to armor class, damage resistance, and retribution on reaction. You also get upgraded versions of your Hex Bolt 2, as well as the Chaos Volley 3 at level 4, and our spell list just continues to grow. You also get the Haphophobic Eruption here at level 5, which is a 2d4 plus 4 force damage, exploding in a 4-meter circle around you, and the Witch's Flight, which uses a bonus action in your dark favor. As you continue to level up, these do get stronger, and you also get the Willful Step. So 1d6 plus 4 force damage, propelling yourself forward in a tunnel of force, battering aside anyone that's in your way as a bonus action. At level 9, you get the Reality Implosion, open fissures in another reality to pull everyone near them, and with Crushing Force may cause abnormalities for 5 turns, and it uses 2 of your dark favor. So to show off the full spellcasting here, these are the higher level. For some reason, they're flipped from normal, so the level 6 are down at the bottom, and then the ones that I have prepared here, so you can get like Planar Ally, Disintegrate, Insect Plague, Hold Person or Hold Monster, Destructive Wave, the Conjure Woodland Being, Confusion, Blight, Sphere, Darkness, Crown of Madness, a bunch of level 1 spells, but pretty good selections, kind of from the Druid Enclared spell books. So again, we got like the Armor of Agatha here to give ourselves a boost to our armor class, and this doesn't require concentration. You just buff that and it lasts until long rest, which is pretty nice. The Willful Step, you can see there, you can actually get a lot of people with a large area of effect. Our Dark Ritual here, which we can consume a corpse to give ourselves our dark favor points back. I think that's an interesting mechanic, and I think one of the reasons I enjoy this class is it makes some different mechanics in the game. Like typically if you're going to use like necromancy, they're not extremely powerful, but this can power up our spells like our Hex Bolt here. So yeah, cool appearance there. This rolls an attack roll, boom. It's kind of like your Eldritch Blast, but you have this floating appearance with the red on the ground. I think that looks really cool, feeling like an actual red witch, kind of like a Scarlet Witch. But yeah, you also have your other attacks there. The animations on this one are incredible. So yeah, I just want to highlight this as I thought it was a very fun class mod. So this is the Red Witch by Sadika Shehar, and it's one word here. So if you Google or search up Red Space Witch, it won't appear. So just one word. Next, I want to show off the Dragon Ball Warrior here, which was literally just posted a little while ago, an hour ago. And I've tried this out. It's actually very well done. The reason being, it's meant to be played if you wanted to use like a team of 4. Each of these subclasses is all different from each other. You can buff each other up by giving yourself resources amongst the class. So it's very well done because each of these has their own unique identity. You don't have to have watched Dragon Ball to understand this, but this is called the Dragon Ball Warrior DBZ. This mod's made by Mr. TC89. So for example, like if I showed off the Super Saiyan there, you got the Nameless Namekian, the Z Fighter, the Mutant, the Time Lord, Android Alpha, and the Saiyan Elite. That's the one that I showed off there. So this allows you to power yourself up. If you go down with health, you regain health and kind of get an overdrive. It's very similar to the characters in the game. But I mean, obviously those are Dragon Ball Z fans will have a lot of fun with this. I still think that's pretty cool. Just if you want to go and try out 4 different classes all with one single mod, this is a good one to do it with. It also utilizes the base game abilities really well. Like, for example, the Android Alpha here has the Assimilate, which gives you Force Conduit, which can reduce the damage that you take and then build up force damage upon the enemy, and can also heal yourself back. So these are a bit overpowered, so I'd recommend using Tactician Enhanced. This also has level 20 support, so it goes pretty strong. Yeah, that's the Saint Elite there. You got the Android Alpha. Time Lord, which is kind of like hit the character. Mutant is kind of like those from Frieza's army. Fighter Z, which I'll show off here, gives you the chug drink, taunt. And the Nameless Namekian here allows you to see invisibility. You can commune with the dead. Makes you immune to be resistant to point, immune to being crippled, health regen every single turn. And you also do add piercing damage to your attacks. But I'll go with the Z Fighters here. So this is kind of like your monk style class. You can use Sense Key to find hidden characters. You can taunt, which can go targets if they're drunk, and you can apply it with the chug drink. Then we also got the Team Tactics here, which gives you a +1 armor class for every character that's nearby you, or teammate, I should say. Strength in numbers. You automatically perform a free unarmed attack if a nearby ally gets attacked by someone. So this is kind of like a counter to protect your team. And then we got the Capsule Corp Animal Translator. So you basically get the animal handling, and also you can turn on Speak with Animals. I love that these classes are using the new abilities here, because you got like your punch attacks, but you also have to throw enemies, so you can throw people around, which is really funny. So love having that there. And the sobering or chug drink there, Roshi's secret recipe, restores 5 health and energy, gain drunk 3. So kind of like a better version of the Drunken Master Monk. So yeah, you see that there. You also get energy boost, which can boost up your overall energy. And then we have our different spells here, which all use that energy resource. So it all depends on what class you choose. You get different spells. Like this one is the Senzu Bean, heals all energy and health points and restore bonus action all movement. That is obviously very powerful. It's a Senzu Bean, helping hand. You can gift your ally as a bonus action. Spirit Ball, firing force damage. Wolfang Fist. So yeah, if you're a Dragon Ball fan, you'll not understand these, but it has a ton of different cool attacks here. Destructo Disc from Krillin, Kamehameha, which does force and thunder damage, has a cooldown on it as well, which is pretty sweet. And then you also have the Kaioken. So some of the classes will get similar spells from here, but some of them also get completely different ones. Big energy boost will give you even more energy back. You continue to get more spells. One of the cool things here, though, at level 4 is you can gift an ally energy. So you can use a bonus action to give energy to another character. So if you have a powerful attack that you want to set up on somebody else, you can give energy so that they're able to cast it. This subclass in particular gets extra bonus action. I will admit these are pretty powerful. I said that a little bit earlier because some class mods are overpowered, and I would highly recommend using Tactician Enhanced because it makes them feel fun, because the characters you're fighting against are double as strong. They have double actions. You have to think a lot more strategically, so don't get discouraged by OP class mods, because you can make the enemies OP too, and then it becomes a pretty different style game. As you continue to level up, you get more abilities here, like the team player. So this is exclusive to this one. You can buff up your teammate, giving them your action. We also have a healing station, which can restore 20 health per turn for 5 turns. It's pretty sweet. Cairo grenades, stealth fields, Neo Tri Beam, Kaioken ×3, multiform, which is basically just mirror image, and scattering bullet here, which does radiant and force damage. The other class there, the same one, gets Cybermen, which you can throw down the ground. It's like 3 little goblins. I thought that was really cool. You also have like Evil Containment Wave here, the Gravity Grenade, Super Solar Flare, Split Destructo Disc, Super Kamehameha, and Spirit Bomb. This one's cool. You charge it up every single turn, and your teammates can contribute to the power. So like a true Spirit Bomb. But you have to charge this for a set number of turns, which makes it quite interesting and very powerful, but an opportunity cost. Another cool thing is some of the abilities require 2 actions to cast, so you have to have your team members lend you an action. But some of these attacks are really cool. So we got like a Spirit Ball there, so we can use that. It does have a bit of an ice effect. We can use Kaioken to power ourselves up even further, put ourselves on fire. It looks pretty cool too. The eyelashes are burning there. And there's even more powerful versions of Kaioken there. It does make you take damage, that's what it's supposed to do. And yeah, you can see even more powerful rays there. We got the Split Destructo Disc, which is kind of like a magic missile, but it runs an attack roll. It does a bunch of little beams like that took him out. And then the Spirit Bomb, which I mentioned, you charge this up, you get the lent your energy. So yeah, you go charge, and you hold that concentration and continue to grow it even stronger and stronger. This is incredible. It's like there's so much work that was put into this mod. And then you got the Spirit Bomb there. Throw max Spirit Bomb. Continues to grow in power. Yeah, this is a little strong. You got 48 plus 34 different types of damage there. So yeah, I just want to highlight this one because it had has a lot of work put into it. So that is the Dragon Ball Warrior DBZ mod by Mr. TC89. An incredible amount of style, and each subclass comes with tons of different spells. So if you're a fan of Dragon Ball, you got to check this one out. If you're not, I mean, still worth downloading because it's got so many cool new features and different ways to play the game. I like the team party first mentality where you gift each other your actions and your energy points to kind of shuffle around who's going to be using the most overpowered abilities. Again, goes perfectly with Tactician Enhanced. This mod does require the animation unlocker here, which lets it use a bunch of new animations in the game. Very well done. I honestly can't say enough good things about this. I had a lot of fun trying this one out. Next, we got the Chimerist Genetic Manipulator class mod by Dragonwild 909. So this has different mutation charges and gene glyph gates, which you can use. So you get the Acid Splash and Blade War cantrips. You also get the gene glyphs here, which you imbue these into your flesh to modify your body with potent enhancements. We also have gene glyph gates here, sacrifice your own life force in the process to do different abilities. And you can also gain mutation charges there, which also requires you to use your health. So I love these high risk, high reward style classes. If you're immune to being silenced, you can gain mutation charges and also use the gene glyph gates there as well. You also get the Gene of Beast subclass here, and this has the Mark of Monstrosity. You can mark creatures and mutate them into Bestial Monstrosity. And also subclass features Beast Sense, so this gives you +1 on initiative and cannot be surprised. Into later levels, you can also transform yourself, which is pretty cool. As for cantrips, you also get different ones like the Screeching Blade here, so you can strike with a weapon, inflicting your foe with a resonance that hurts them for psychic damage every time they move. So this is like a psychic version of Booming Blade. Love that. And also the Vicious Mockery cantrip we all love. At level 2, you get the Magnum Impetus here, which gives you different abilities or grade seeking, which you mutate your organic form and shape it into different abilities. So you got the Cellular Fortune here, which you can add a 1d10 to an ability check. Feral Discipline gives you the animal handling proficiency, and you can cast Feral Speech at will, which is speak with animals. Near-death experience can allow you to give a speak with the dead spell. Living Weapon, you basically can make your weapon an extension of your physical form. Sculptors of Mind and Flesh, you can read their minds, give an advantage on saving throws against being charmed or frightened. Genetic Servitude, this allows you to create a mage hand basically that helps you out. Gene Memory, proficiency in history, perception, and investigation. Organic Collapse, you can give yourself immunity to all types of damage and immune to being poisoned, which is really good. And the Lurking Limb here, so you can retaliate with a mutant strike that gives you additional 1d8 of necrotic damage and a +1 to your armor class. We get mutation marks here, so we get the Mark of Symbiosis, which heals us with an attack. The Mark of Exile, which will restrain a target and then turn them to stone. Mark and Mutilate here, which can blind and cause the targets to bleed. And then also this makes it so that it becomes charmed basically under our control and fights alongside us, and it has to do an intelligence saving throw. We also have the Call of the Wilds, which can mutate a creature, inducing a primal rage within it. It's pretty fun. And we also get Primal Instincts, like the Minotaur's Fury, giving advantage on strength checks and doubling carry capacity. Advantage on dexterity checks and half the damage revolving. So it's like the Cat's Grace that we can get from the outfit early in the Act 1. Griffin Majesty here had advantage on charisma checks and advantage on wisdom checks from Werewolf's Insight. So pretty cool. And you can also have a Magnum Opus here, which is your most powerful great work, like the Cell-Spliced Weapon, which allows you to create a basically Shadow Blade but necrotic, which is pretty sweet. And the Genetic Clone allows you to create a powerful clone that has all the abilities of a powerful Chimerist. And Parasite Blood, which allows you to mark a target and receive healing from them each turn. I'll show you off this one here. At level 10, you get a +3 to your armor class, and then also Primal Surge, basically action surge, so big power spike here. And you can choose an Elemental Blood, so whenever a creature hits you with a melee attack, it'll take either fire, acid, cold, or lightning damage. At level 11, you get the Apex Chimera form. You can undergo a rapid mutation to embrace the form of an Apex Chimera. So I'll show off some of the abilities here, like the Genetic Clone, which you can use to create a clone there. And then it has a bunch of different mutant abilities to it. So basically everything that we have there for our skills, like the Mark of Symbiosis, Mark of Mutilation. It's not going to be as strong as us, but it's a nice little helper that we can get alongside us. Or we can make the weapon out of necrotic, but I mean, you can always make a permanent Shadow Blade pretty easily if you want one. Organic Collapse makes you immune to all damage types, so you can power yourself up with that and become a slime. So you get the Ochre attack there. So it was pretty interesting. And going into our Apex Chimera form here gives us that other transformation, going basically into a Slayer. Got multi-attacks, Thirst of the Chimera, which also can heal you and cause bleeding. You can turn invisible, Howl of Terror, which can inflict bleed and fear on targets. Relentless Lunge can knock them prone. And you have the Primeval Slaughter there. So this is another really fun class. I think thematically this works for a lot of people. So yeah, this is the Chimerist Genetic Manipulator class by Dragonball 909. And finally, we got the Superhuman class. So if you ever want to feel like a superhero in Baldur's Gate 3, now you can. You can become stronger, better, smarter. So yeah, this mod made by Theo here is a cool one. You can guess who it's based off of with this class here. So this allows you to fly. Also gives you heat vision, which is a 1d10 plus 5 fire damage. You heal yourself every turn for 1d4. Enhanced senses here gives you advantage on insight, perception, and in survival checks. And you also get dark vision up to 12 meters. And your remarkable athletes, you get proficiency bonus added to strength, dexterity, and constitution checks that we're not proficient in, and we increase our jump distance. You also get a lot of ability points, so yeah, strong. Level 2, you get action surge and second wind to heal yourself and give yourself that extra action. Again, very strong. Level 3, you get the subclass feature, improved critical hit. We also get the x-ray vision, you can find invisible creatures, and the blitz, charge forward, attack all enemies in the way, and it knocks them prone. Level 5 gives an extra attack and evasion to save yourself and become more offensive. Level 6 gives you Tavern Brawler, so you become a really good thrower and puncher. You also get the Sonic Scream, which is a 48 plus 1 thunder damage, and potentially stunning all targets, which is strong because they just skip their turn. And you also get the Lobotomize here, so generate 2 beams of heat into the eyes of your target, reducing their ability to function. It'll blind them, daze them, stun them, and enfeeble them, making them have disadvantage on their strength attacks. Level 11, you get the extra attack like a fighter, and then at level 12, you get Incinerate, a 5d6 plus 20 fire damage, and you can burn and knock the target prone. This mod only has level 12 support, but some of these attacks are pretty strong, so like the heat vision here, so really cool animations there. I love that. And then the Incinerate here, which is going to poorly incinerate will. Yeah, really cool. And the Lobotomize here, so another fun attack there. Yeah, it looks cool. You also have that Blitz there, which you can use to rush forward and attack, knocking people prone, and I guess start combat off. And the final skill we got to show off is this Sonic Scream here, which you can end up knocking people, or making people stunned. So, pretty powerful. Oddly lagging. And there we go, did the force damage, knocked them unconscious. So, yeah, that is the Real Hero mod made by Theo there, so you can become a superhero. So yeah, there's a lot of really great new class mods being added. This was a few different thematic ones, but we also got another thematic one, the Jujutsu Sorcerer. And I also want to mention that the Naruto class mod is updated. So the Naruto Shinobi class mod now has the Naruto path. So I'll be posting a build guide for that tonight. I know a lot of people are wondering about that. So yeah, there's a ton of new awesome class mods coming into Baldur's Gate 3. So just want to highlight some of the best so you get to know what's cool in the mod manager. So these are all available for download on PC. Hard to say if they'll come to console. We did have some kind of thematic builds like the Shadow Monarch or the solo leveling class mod make their way to console. So who knows what will happen, but yeah, a lot of great things coming and much more to come soon. So hit the subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. I hope you have an incredible day, and we'll see you all in the next video.